Hello my cuties, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be reviewing a new launched product for you guys, and this is the Urban Decay Velvetizer Mix-In Medium. Now this product is really cool. It's supposed to be able to mix in with your foundations. You can also add it on top as a translucent powder to set the whole face with. But I personally think that this is a really cool new product and it's one of a kind. I haven't seen anything else like it, so they're the first people to do this, which also gives them another like check mark. So let's just get into the video and show you guys how it works. Alright, so now we're going to be testing out the Urban Decay, the Velvetizer Translucent Mix-In Medium. And basically it velvetizes your foundation. It says you're supposed to mix it with the Naked Skin Liquid Makeup or the One and Done to create an extra velvety feel with a beautiful matte finish and added coverage. The packaging is really cool. It's got this really nice like velvet around the front of it and it's really sleek and it goes with the theme. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the normal foundation on one half of my face and then I'm going to mix this in on the other half and we're going to see what kind of difference it makes with the foundation, if any at all. So the foundation I'm going to be using today is the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. Now I have given this a try before and I did not love it, I'm going to be honest, but I felt like this is a really good time to try it with this product and see if this makes it more to my liking or not. So, alright, so I am going to pump this out onto my hand and I'm just going to use one pump on one half of my face. So this half is going to be the side without the mix-in. So I'm just going to go in with one drop first, and I've heard that if you use the product like this, it's like much better. So I'm going to try and get it to look nice. So as I'm working it in, it's kind of warming up. So that's one side with the foundation. It is pretty full coverage. I didn't prime my face and it's sitting on my texture really weird. So now I'm going to take the mix in, and I haven't opened it or anything, so I'm going to just peel the little sticky thing. So what I'm actually going to do is take a mixing palette, and what I'm going to do is pop some of this powder out. You're supposed to not need like a ton, so I'm just going to put like that much. You can see that. And then I'm just going to pump the foundation, and I am going to just mix it together. So it actually changed the texture of the foundation to where it's not liquidy at all anymore. That is so interesting. Now I will admit this is messy, so it's not something that like is really practical to do day to day, but you know, it's interesting at least. So I'm just gonna take it and blend it out with a brush. Can you see a difference? I'm not serious. So on the side where I used the mix-in, it's actually really interesting. It looks a lot better, like so much better. And I think since the texture was a little bit different, it blended onto the skin a little bit easier with a brush than if it was like really liquidy. The thing about this foundation that really sucks is that it really picks up on dryness, as you can see like around my nose and my chin. But this powder actually made it like much better. Can you see that difference? I don't know if you'll be able to notice, but it just sits over the pores a lot better. I actually love it so much better with this little mix in. So I'm actually going to redo this side with the mix in and then we'll see how I feel about it. I'm actually going to go in with a little bit of this Veil Primer from Hourglass just to see if that can make a difference in terms of like the smoothness of the product. My nose is very angry and like inflamed. So I'm just doing 2 little drops, and then I'm just mixing in like about just a tiny bit of powder, nothing crazy. I'm gonna swirl my brush around in it to mix it up. Like, oh, that is much better. Like, so much better. It's really a trial and error kind of process with this kind of stuff. Like, that is so cool. I wonder if this product can make the foundation last longer as well. But this is an awesome product. Like, I think it's really cool, and it almost changes the texture of this super liquidy foundation to a thicker consistency that's giving it a little bit more coverage, but it's also gliding on a lot smoother. And I didn't use my hands, you noticed, and I think it's better that way. And I think that even if you used a brush with the powder like you saw if I just dotted it on my skin, it still looks better than rubbing it in with your hands. But what the powder does is it just makes the texture of the foundation so much smoother, and it just glides over the skin versus really like sinking in and showing the pores and the dryness and the texture and everything like that. So this is really, really good. So I'm actually going to finish up the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be back to talk to you guys about the video. Alright guys, so this is the finished result with the new Velvetizer from Urban Decay. I think that it looks really great. It's not accentuating any pores, and I also think that the clinginess is due to the foundation that I did try it with. But I think the true test for this product was trying to make a foundation that I hated, that I had tried out, actually work for me and make me love it. So that's what this product did for me. I think that it is definitely worth it. If you have a foundation where maybe you like the longevity, but you don't like the coverage, you can add some of this and it'll make it a little bit thicker. You could also add it to a foundation that you think gets a little bit too shiny later in the day, and it'll give it a little bit more of a matte finish. Now, I don't know exactly about if it's going to make this foundation last really long and not separate on the skin, because I know that it's something that this foundation is known for. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe down below before you leave, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!